What is up, y'all? Technical difficulties already. I tried to shut my computer down it was kind of acting kind of laggy, so about 10 minutes till I shut my computer down, and it always takes a while to get everything running. And here we are. I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. Mile High Plecos, holy crap, I made it. HC Aqua, hey. And Romaine Paul says hey, and Candy Overall says be right back, going to share. Angelo's Fish Tanks, welcome. Hi everyone. Mile High Pleco says it wouldn't be a good live stream without technical difficulties. Well, last week's live stream, which you missed, hint hint, we had an echo at the end, and what it basically was my Rode mic and my camera mic were getting off a little bit, and I couldn't figure out for the longest time how to get that camera mic to shut off, and I finally did, and I tested this week, and I think my audio's good, so I'll have to have you guys tell me if it's quiet, if it's loud, what, but I think it's probably better than what it has ever been. So how'd you guys' week go? Had a busy week, busy week, kind of a lazy day. I've got all my fish tanks to do all the water changes in. I'm due on all fish tanks in the house, so tomorrow is going to be crazy. Candy Overall says, okay, back. Anyone that can share, let's help Jeff. Yeah, that would be awesome. Mile High Pleco says it's a little bit quiet on my end, but it sounds good. It might be because I'm talking pretty monotone, so you know, I don't know. I don't want to blare you guys out too, so. Mile High Pleco said he shared it. I shared it on Twitter and then on Facebook. I only have sound in my left ear. Huh. You know, this mic, back when I used to do videos, whenever I would play them through on my surround sound out in the living room, it was like it would only play through a certain amount of speakers. So, Sargeant Tank Pets. Hello, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by, man. How have you been? I enjoyed that video you uploaded the other day on the egg scatterers and all the little fry and stuff. That was really cool. Thanks for sharing that. It was pretty awesome. I've not dealt with the cichlids, and I thought that was cool. Some of that stuff was like the first time I've ever seen it. Like, you know, I'm into lie bearers really heavy, and I saw a video not too long ago that someone shared on some kind of social media, and it was a guppy having a baby, and I'd never actually caught it or seen it before, you know. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was a good video. Thank you. Breeding 30 to 40 species. Yeah, you're a busy man. busy. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Dank Tanks. Hey, Jeffro. Hey, Dank. Welcome. I love that video of that unboxing you did the other day. It made me kind of jealous. I think I'm going to have to get a hold of Mile High Plecos, and man, that packaging was spot on. He had that. He was all worried about that. I talked to him whenever it was on its way, and he was all worried about it, but he did a great job with the packaging. So, and I like that video too. He did a good job on that. Got to get them BAP points. Yep. Dank Tanks. Yep, he used Gorilla Tape. Yeah, and then the gummy bears. That was a nice surprise. I mean, I thought that was cool. It was a nice touch. It's like he's thinking of things. Yes, Candy. Trevor. Trevor does have great plecos, and he's only getting better ones all the time. Even his common plecos are nice. Like, he sent me a picture the other night of one that was doing like a headstand, and it was nice. Yeah, Dank. I seen that in the on the video. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause my phone here. Your WTF. I thought that was pretty funny because literally you were like, WTF. But it was a nice surprise. I thought, you know, it was something unexpected. That was me, Jeff. Check it. Okay. What do we have here? 1,000 messages. Okay, any idea what these are? I just picked them up at the auction. They're mystery plecos. The spots are more orange than the picture shows. You know what? Those are beautiful. I seen something like that for sale the other night on one of my Facebook. And it seems like they were calling them Starry Night or something like that. Is that what they are, Dank? Is mustard spot? I've seen some of those. Are nice. Man, that one's really nice. Yeah, I'm not quite for sure. Man, you got some nice stuff. Very nice. Romaine Paul says, hey Jeffro, how many shrimp do you think you have in total? That's a good question. I thought that I was kind of low on shrimp until last night, and I started moving some shrimp, and there is really literally no telling, but maybe 300 or 400 altogether with all the different types, somewhere around in there. Yeah, Dank Tanks, I think it is a galaxy. I think that's right. I was thinking Starry Night in my head for some reason. Dank has no idea. So I'm guessing that since Dank is commenting on this, that you sent him a message about it too, is what I was thinking. So evidently not. I didn't even know what plecos I ordered. Oh, yeah, I got kind of jealous when I seen the super red female, because I've only got, I think, one super red female, and I got like 3 males, and yeah, I was kind of jealous. I probably need to reach out, because I've got a lot of empty tanks right now. I could probably up my pleco game, so I need to get on that now that the weather's getting nicer too. You have tons of super red females the same size. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. And then some of your, like, if you ever, I think you sent me a picture of maybe some zebra plecos the other night or something like that. I'd like to get into those someday if you ever have some babies. Just say Dank sent you. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Angelo's Fish Tank says, how is everyone tonight? I am doing good. I stayed in most of the day. Was kind of lazy. I just made a video. I just edited a video today and did some house cleaning, cooked some lasagna, and that was it. I didn't pop on the zebra plecos. They were wanting too much. Yeah, the weather here, I left about a half hour before I started the stream to go to the gas station, and I went out in just this t-shirt, and it's 30 degrees outside. It was nice today, earlier, so I don't know. He needs to buy them first, but he has to fight Mike Tyson to get them. Yeah. I've never tried to get into the the zebras and, like, what's that one, the leopard frog, they're really expensive. It's like hundreds of dollars for a pleco. It's like, geesh. Anything crazy happening in the fish room? I know Mile High Plecos has had a really busy week with everything. He's got some really nice stuff coming in. I got a shipment today. Yeah, they are really cool. Very cool. I got a shipment in today of plants. I got me some new plants. I'm going to rescape one of my tanks. I may do that tomorrow, but I don't know. It's going to be really crazy busy tomorrow because I have to change water in every one of my tanks. I don't really have to, but all of them are due. So I really need to. Just got kind of lazy today. It was a long week, lots of hours this week. Anything crazy happening in the fish room, anyone? Angelo's fish tanks, anything cool happening in your fish room this week? How about you, Romaine Paul? I didn't see you last week. How's your week went? Have any new stuff going on in the fish room? You've been neglecting water changes, Dank? Yeah. It's kind of, be right back. Okay. It's kind of tough too because, like, some of them you just want to maybe add the evaporation back to them. It's like, I don't know. My 40-gallon breeder, it's evaporated down probably 3 or 4 inches, and I need to change the water in it because I've got to vacuum up the substrate, and that's the tank that I'm going to do a rescape. So tomorrow's going to be crazy. I might not get any water changes done tomorrow because I want to really take that one down pretty good. Oh God, maybe I don't want frogs. Are you trying to get some frogs from Mile High? I didn't even know he had frogs. Anybody doing any summer tubs? Outside stuff? It's still too cold here, but I've been seeing some people on YouTube this week starting them. And, like, I seen a video from Corey the other day, and I thought that up there where he lives in the Northwest that it'd still be cold and stuff, but oh, you read Dank's comment. But Corey already has, like, maybe he leaves his summer tubs out all winter long or something, I don't know, but he already had. And then, like, is it Mike from Aqua Pros? He did that little that little mason jar thing where he just went out and got some substrate out of one of his little outdoor pond things, and his stuff was already greening up, and I know it ain't like that here in Iowa at all. My tree frog, they are very reckless eaters. Ate a piece of wood chip, had an impaction. He's 100% healed. Good grief. But had a prolapse. Whoa. Yeah, that's scary. That is scary. Sorry I missed that, Romaine Paul. It's been sad. My guppy population got hit by a semi full of worms. Well, hopefully that gets turned around. Hopefully things start getting better for you there, buddy. Tree frogs literally eat like they're blind. Wonder how they sense it then. Wonder if they just go off of smell and it just smell like wood. And you're welcome, Romaine Paul. Thanks for coming back this week. I don't know much about frogs. I've kept a iguana one time, and that thing was an escape artist. Came home one time, and he was out, and it was around Christmas, and I looked over the whole house for him. And one of my older kids was just a little one at the time, and I was sitting there rocking her to sleep. We had been on a trip out of town, and I was rocking her to sleep, and I just happened to look up, and my iguana was at the very top of the Christmas tree just chilling. And he never would really grow any. I don't know, I guess I just didn't do enough research on him or something. But Dank, I live in Iowa, kind of south central Iowa, kind of close to Des Moines. Yeah, I know. I've seen some places where iguanas are kind of wild, but here they wouldn't be able to do that. But I let him go throughout the house quite a bit. I just had to watch it. I think I had a dog at the time. But yeah, people do. They just let them out, and I think it's better for them that way too. You know, that's something that if I got into, it would be it would go crazy, because my little son, my little 12-year-old, he would be getting into that. He's already into fish. I mean, he's got a turtle. That's about as close as we've got to, you know, it's a reptile, I guess. But he doesn't do much with it, so that's why I always, every time he asks for anything like that, I'm like, well, you don't do much with your turtle. In the summertime, we let him out in the yard and stuff. We'll like put a ring of bricks out there in a pretty big circle or something and let him go. He likes that. Yeah, you meant in the house. Yeah, I'm a little slow, man. Yeah, he was chilling on the tree. It was kind of cool. He was just up there, you know, kind of wrapped around it at the very, very top of the Christmas tree. It was like, and you know, there was other times that whenever we would let him roam, he would go straight to the curtains and climb all the way to the top and just lay up on the curtain rod. He liked to be high. You know, he liked to just be, I guess maybe it was warmer up there too. And see, I was in my early 20s when I had him, and if I didn't know, you know, if something wasn't doing good, I wouldn't have known it, you know, or I wouldn't have known what to do. And maybe internet wasn't as big back then to where, you know, like nowadays, you can look something up and find out an answer. You know, I mean, you got to be careful, you know, who you listen to and stuff. But, you know, nowadays, if, you know, my iguana wasn't eaten, I'd go on, you know, social media and ask questions. I'd get on some kind of a live stream or something, and I would just ask some questions, or I would Google it or YouTube it. And nowadays there's a lot of good there's a lot of bad information out there too, but for the most part, you know, if it's something that you don't think would hurt him, you could try it. You know, I used to give him baths in the bathtub too, and that would help him pass his, you know, bowels or whatever. You know, I guess they get that's one of the biggest problems with them is that's why they don't eat. So I probably didn't have it warm enough. Wow. Michael just sent me a picture of this thing, and he's got it in his hand. And this pleco is awesome. It is so beautiful. He got it at an auction. I don't know if I can show this to you guys, but check that out. That thing is awesome. Thanks for sending that, Michael. So whenever you got it from the guy, he didn't know what it was. I forgot Michael's not in the chat right now. Chubby head looks sweet. Yeah, it's awesome. He loves putting his hands on plecos. LOL. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever even touched them. You know, plecos are wild. I mean, they just go nuts. Every time I get close to my tank, mine just take off. Barely can get them in a net when you're trying to catch them, you know. I did see Corey from Aquarium Co-op one time feeding in a tank, and he just kept his hand down in the water, and plecos were just coming up to him, and just his hand had plecos all over him. And he was talking about how weird they felt and stuff. And I don't know what they feel like. I've never put my hands on them, but Mile High Plecos is the pleco whisperer. So he loves putting his hands on them. Kind of funny. That is a beautiful pleco, though. Man. Prolific Breed is in the house. What is up? First time here. Well, welcome. I do this live stream every Saturday night at 8 p.m. and the fish fam get together and we just chat about our week in the fish room. And it's just basically a free-for-all. We try to keep it family friendly, but yeah. Just talking about what we did this week in the fish room. Pretty much complaining about having to do water changes and stuff. Excuse me. But thanks for stopping by. Haven't seen you in any of the chats of the other live streams, so good to see you. It's a love-hate thing, water changes. I agree. You know, I made a video a month or so ago, probably 2 months ago now, and it was about how I use power heads to suck the water out faster, and I've got an even bigger power head now that sucks it out even faster. And I talked about in the video, you go back and watch it, and I'm like, make water changes fun again. But, you know, it's fun when you get them done. I mean, because it makes you feel good. I'm back. Well, welcome back. I got to say, Michael, I don't know what you paid for those things, but they are awesome. I was sitting here talking to you in the chat like I was texting to you. But so the guy at the auction, was it an auction that you went to or an auction online? And did he just not know what they were? And that's what I was wondering. Oh, you paid way too much for them? Boy, they're nice. Gosh, if you got lucky and got a male and a female, and you can get that going, because the pictures that I'm seeing here, they're a lot more dynamic and nicer than the ones that I was seeing the other night. It was like they were galaxies or something like that. I can't remember. But they are very nice. You did good. Gonna have to get some babies going now. Oh, what kind of babies do you have of anything right now, Michael? Because I'd probably be a buyer. I mean, I've got some empty tanks, so they were in a sea of fish bags. I was there since 10 a.m. and got home at 6. Wow. Yeah, we've got a swap coming up. It's a couple hours away from me. I think on the 15th or the 14th of April. I've never been to one, so I like to order all my stuff online, but I'm not going to do too big of a spoiler alert. I'll probably wait till next weekend, but the last shipment of shrimp that I've got, I'm not really the happiest in the world. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. That video comes out tomorrow, by the way. A new shrimp video. Actually, if I'm being honest, my next 3 videos are to do with shrimp. I just realized that today. I just scheduled a video today for a week from this Monday. So I've got Monday, Thursday, and then next Monday's already up, and all 3 of them are shrimp videos. Kind of just happened that way. I did get some plants today, though, so I'll have a plant video coming up the next time. Anyone know if Petco still having the $1 per gallon sale until when? I think they're done in my area. It's not always. I I want to say it's not always a nationwide thing at the same time, because mine was doing it when everybody else's wasn't, and I picked up a 40-gallon breeder a while back. Mile High Pleco says, only cool babies I have now are 182, the ones in Dank's video. I have reds and long and short fin regular bristlenose. Prolific breed, I think it's on now. Oh, for the $1 per gallon. Hit that like button. The bristlenose are breeding size. I've got like 25 or 30. Hey, Aquarium Co-op's here. How's it going, Jeffro? Well, thank you. It's going good. We're just sitting here chatting about what all's going on in our fish rooms. Celebrities in the house. Yeah, Bob came to my one last Saturday while you weren't here, Michael. So, moments. Yeah, really. And I appreciate it, you know. I really do. Means a lot. But I was saying, on bristlenose, right now I've got like either 25 or 30 growing out of the common bristlenose. So I'm pretty good on those. I think I'm going to let those grow out. And then on the albinos, I'm good on albinos too. I might get some reds off of you, but I can get a hold of you. Mile High Plecos, I saw that in the replay. And then Sargeant Tanks, Jeremy's asking if you're selling the 182s. Dank Tanks, I'll screenshot that for you and send it to you, Corey, to sign. Dank. That's awesome. Heather Runa Aquatics is in the house, and she says hi. Hello. Welcome back. Sounds like he is, Jeremy. He's got some nice stuff. He just sent me a picture of some that we haven't identified what they are yet. I held my phone up to the camera. I don't know, maybe you were watching too. But it's a nice pleco. Big old fat head. Big old fat head. 5 or 6 inches long. Romaine Paul asks, what fish do you think you'll never keep? Well, I'll never keep any of those just common regular old plecos anymore. And I'll never keep any of those oh gosh, pacus anymore. I'm trying to stay away from the cichlids. I kept those for years, and then my son, you know, he's got a bunch of tiger barbs, and I love clown loaches. He's got some clown loaches. I have a lot of fun with those, but I'll keep them at arm's length and let him grow them out and stuff. So I try to stay away from the cichlids. Tell him Dank sent you, Jeremy. My High Pleco says, Jeff is growing fast. I'm proud of my little Jeffy boy. LOL. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, I have been growing for a small YouTube channel, and it's pretty fulfilling. Mile High Plecos does not have Facebook. But you have to say Dank sent you. Yeah, just email him at sargeant.tank@yahoo.com. Oh. Dub Rexy 21. Hey, first live stream here. My fighter fish breeding project is going very well. Well, welcome, brother. We do this every Saturday night at 8 p.m. And welcome. We just get together, and we're basically the fish fam, and and we get together and just chat about our week and what's going on in our fish room, and have a pretty good time at it. But thanks for stopping in. Betta Fighter Fish Breeding Project. Sweet. I haven't kept a betta in quite a while. What is 11:33 Sunday, April 1st? Is that what time it is right now for you? AM? Sweet. I think I'm, like I was telling Michael earlier, or maybe it was Dank. Yeah, it was Dank. I'm a little slow. I never was a blonde or anything, but I kind of am like a blonde. Well, welcome from Australia, man. I think that's the first person from out of the U.S. that I've really ever had on my channel. So I upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays too if you want to subscribe. Be more than happy to have you. On water changes. On to water changes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If you're not leaving, if you're still here, how many tanks do you think you've got, Michael? You know what, Dank? Dank asks, where's a good place to buy a specific betta? I would say, gosh, what's that? Simply Betta Girl? I think that's where Bob was getting a lot of his. She has a ton. I've watched some of her videos before, and she's got like an old bathroom that she turned into like a betta fish room. She's got some really nice ones, so that's where I would start. If you go to her YouTube channel, I'm sure she's got a for business email. You could probably reach out to her. I want an all black dragon scale crown tail. I don't know if she has one, but if you remember some of those videos that Bob was showing where he was getting some specialty bettas, I'm pretty positive he was getting some from her, because that's right after, I think, I may be wrong, it's like right after she was on his live stream, and then he started getting some more bettas. Not enough. Only running out of 10 right now. We're moving and I can set all them up. I own over 100 tanks. Wow. You've only got 10 set up and you got 100. I've got like well, I've got a lot more than 4 empty ones, but I've got 4 that doesn't have water at all in them that are just setting. I don't know how you handle that. Prolific breeder, over 100 tanks, question mark. Dank tanks. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks, Jeffro. And I'll be going over there here soon. Yeah, Bob is streaming right after this, I'm pretty sure, because 7 Pacific time I think is 9 p.m. Central time. So anybody in here, he missed Thursday night because he was sick, and I saw today that he was gonna go live at 9. He called it the makeup stream. There's Simply Betta's channel. Yeah, I know no matter what, you would see something you liked of hers. Life with Pets had koi bettas she bred, but she is sold out right now. Thanks, Candy. Mile High Pleco says, it's sad. I have 3 180-gallon empty tanks sitting on my floor. Wow. That is crazy, man. You need to start making YouTube videos. They're a lot of fun. You would have a lot of, you know, footage. You know, you've got a lot of things to video. Yes, Bob is right after you tonight. And Corey from Aquarium Co-op, or Jimmy, says, I can't wait to see which eyeshadow Bob uses in the makeup stream tonight. That's a good one. Purple Passion, Dank says. That is funny. That is funny. Yeah, hurry up and message him, Candy says. Maybe he will wear some makeup. Not gonna happen. Yeah. Heather says that's a great color for him. Dank matches his eyes. Yeah, that's funny. Hopefully he's feeling better. I know he did go live. Um, Michael sent me a message the other day. Bob is live. I think it was maybe, yeah, it was Friday maybe. And I thought that was pretty cool because every once in a while his subscribers ask him to go live from the fish room like that. And he's tried it before and, you know, his reception wasn't good or whatever, you know. And I tested it out this week on my cell phone and it turned out okay. So I'll probably one of these days just go live from the fish room. But I liked that. That was really cool. I don't remember ever seeing that 30-gallon breeder. It had been a while. So, but he did sound a little sick. Oh, not gonna happen. Making videos. Now I get it. I have zero interest in making videos. Well, if you live closer, I would make the videos for you. Yeah, Dank's like, I'll make the videos for you, Trevor. He just has to keep selling me stuff. Boom. You got you a videographer. Yeah. That's what Corey did. He got a specialty guy, and it helps. I mean, not that Corey's videos were bad or anything like that. It's just Jimmy specializes. I mean, his stuff is good, and you know, it's a help. You know, I mean, there's been lots of times where you know, I'm on the tripod where it would really be nice if I had the camera free flowing, you know, and you know, my hands are full, so it would really be nice if you could get Dank to just shoot all your videos for you. Oh, I'm closer to you than Dank is. I'm not very close though. Dank Tank says thank you for the sub, prolific breeder. Or prolific breed. I know one thing. These plecos took the long haul. I'm in central New York. I didn't even realize that you were in central New York. I was thinking that you were up in the Northwest. Aquarium Co-op says Jimmy is good because he can focus on it. To be honest, I had bought a $4,000 Mac and was signing up for editing classes when I found Jimmy. Ended up returning the Mac. I remember hearing you tell that story. Yeah. Yep. Whenever someone can just completely focus on it, that makes... Because not only that, when you're the editor and you're able to focus on everything, it just free flows out. And yeah, he's really good. Dank Tank says the heat pack was still 105. That's awesome. I know the job that he did was good. He did a really good job. I like those bags too. I think plecos, to me, of course I've never done it before, would be a tough one to ship because I've heard you know, some people complain about how you got to keep them individual and yada yada yada. I'm assuming that you probably can't, if they're on a long haul, you can't ship, you know, tons of them in one bag. But I got 6 one time, and one bag had 4 and one bag had 2. So that's how that guy did it, and they were great. They were good. But I think that's the most I've ever gotten at one time was 6. I ordered 6 Super Reds. And they came 4 in one bag and 2 in the other. Jimmy in the 800-gallon was an awesome video today. Yes, it was. That 800-gallon tank is awesome. It is just beautiful. Those tiger barbs, I've got a son that's got some tiger barbs in a 55-gallon tank, and he's got some of the green tiger barbs and, you know, some of the regular ones, and then he's got some albino ones, and they're starting to get chunky and fat. But some of those tiger barbs that are in Corey's 800-gallon tank are just out of this world beautiful. I mean, the blacks are showing up in all kinds of different areas, and then, you know, the food that he's feeding them, the oranges and the reds are just popping. They're just so beautiful. They look really good in that acrylic tank too. Mile High Pleco says, I've had bags show up from Brazil with 30 plecos in one bag. I really wasn't happy. Yeah, you know, if he was doing 30, I would say, you know, and I don't know because I'm not into shipping plecos, but I would say probably try to keep them on the low side, you know, split them up, you know. So I want his phantoms, LOL. Yeah. And then those clown loaches, those last ones that he got that are just gigantic, just beautiful, and their colors are still good too. Like my son has a clown loach. It's probably, you know, 5 or 6 inches, but the black isn't as dark, and the ones in Corey's tank, the colors are really popping. Dank Tanks asks, any suggestion for shipping large plecos, Corey? You talking like large amounts of plecos or a large pleco? Mabu Studios. That's a rough one. Depends on how large. I'd try rigid containers like shoe boxes. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Do you got a big pleco you're thinking on shipping, Dank? I try to stay away from the big plecos. Michael's got a great, or not a great big, but he's got a sturgeon that he'll have to ship to me someday when it gets big. I had my phantoms show up and the bags were popped. They were very close to death. Oh yeah, you showed me that. That was terrible. And if I remember right, the heat pack was cold, the water was ice cold. Oh, trying to convince Bob to ship his to Trevor. Yeah. So Bob's got 4 big ones. Like, are they standard plecos, the common ones? Trevor has the group already. Bob's getting rid of his. Win-win. Oh. Yeah, Heather. He emailed me a picture of it, and it, I mean, the way he says was, you know, if it had just been like another hour, they would have been dead, and that's pretty scary. I had that happen with some fish one time. It was in the winter. Actually, it was this winter, and it was an aquabid thing. But the last time I did an aquabid thing in the winter, we worked it out to where my post office would hold it, but you have to use the post office address, not my address, and you have to use my name, and you're supposed to request that it be held. And the first time it happened, they didn't request, but whenever I went to the post office, they were like, oh, we were wondering why that came to us with your name on it, and, you know, it worked out. But this other time, it was supposed to be held at the post office. It came to my house, and I didn't even get the notification until an hour and 45 minutes after it shipped. And I called a neighbor of mine to come over and look, and they said, no, we didn't see anything on the porch. And then I got home like an hour or so later, and there the fish were. So they'd been out in freezing temperatures for, you know, over 2 hours, and the heat pack was ice cold. The fish were just really, really slow, but I mean, they bounced back. I got lucky. It was guppies, I believe, if I remember right. The heat packs got wet and stopped working. Who knows? Yeah. No, I think the water was really fouled too, if I remember right, in the picture. Oh, so the blue phantoms, are they huge? I'm not really familiar with the blue phantoms. Yeah, I was kind of happy that they survived too. Just write general delivery. Yeah, that package you got the other day, it said live fish or something like that on the box. I've had places do that before too. Like I got some shrimp. The shrimp that I got last week, they were packaged good. Joel, oh hey guy. Man, I've got all the superstars out tonight. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. There was barely even enough water to cover the fish left in the bag, yeah. And it wasn't like a breather bag either, if I remember right. Just mark that on your list. Well, I think that was an aquabid thing too, if I remember right. That's the only issue when we're dealing with aquabid, if it's the first time. Now, aquabid does have a thing that you can go back to, and you can leave comments on that seller, and there's some of those sellers on there that have these great big long pages of comments of people that have bought from them, and you can tell a lot from that. And that's what I've started doing on Aquabid, is I've started going to those pages that talk about the seller, and yeah, you should go back and leave a comment, you know, keep it clean. That way, if someone like me is going in there, they don't think that you're just being a jerk about it or whatever. They think, oh, he honestly had this problem, you know. But Joel says, sitting by the campfire, got some s'mores. Sweet. That sounds like a good time. Sounds like a really good time. Dang, this stream is jumping. Romaine Paul says, breather bags are mostly a love-hate relationship. I kind of like them. I kind of like them. The only thing I don't like about them is that you can't float them to acclimate them. So like, but that doesn't really matter. You can, you know, if you've got some tanks that are room air, you can just let them set in room air to get them burnt or golden brown. And then Mabu Studio says, I will fight you, Corvus, for a s'more. Campfire, puppies, and s'mores. Yeah, can't beat it. You can't fight these s'mores. Champion status. Honestly, I'm not mad. The fish were alive, thank God. I told the guy, in all reality, this thing happens. Yeah, you're right. You know, not everybody does a perfect job the first time that they ship fish like you did the other day. I mean, really, you had nothing to worry about. But I guess you kind of did, though, too, because from Colorado to New York, that's a long ways. Thinking about golden Anubias. Where am I going to plant it? I actually got a shipment of plants from Aquarium Co-op today, and I got some Anubias Nana Petite for the very first time, and got some Crips, and what else? Chainsword. Got 4 different plants. I can't remember. I was saying in the little video clip whenever I was unboxing it that I had aquarium amnesia, like that when you order stuff on Prime and you got Prime amnesia. I mean, like every time I get a box in the mail from Amazon, I'm like, whoa, what did I order? And I like pick it up and I'm like, what was that? And like, I'm unboxing this box of plants from Aquarium Co-op, and I'm videoing it, and I can't remember what I even ordered. I just the other night was like, I need to revamp my 40-gallon breeder and rescape it, and I need some plants, and I love these plants. So yeah. Yes, Candy, Aquarium Co-op does have the best plants, and they always come perfect. I mean, they look like just perfect when you're unboxing them. And I like how they wrap them in the paper towel and they're moist. I mean, can't say nothing bad about it. You know, I mean, they're good. They're good quality. And I think the biggest reason why is because um, from what I can tell, these plants sometimes are grown above water, and if you buy them from a place like that and put them in your tank, you know, they die back. And Corey gets rid of that dieback for us, so he puts them in the aquariums, and he puts CO2 and that glorious easy green, and he brings them back. And then when we get them, sure, every once in a while you'll get one die back a little bit, but whenever we get them, they're ready to go underwater. You know, they've already been through it. Schwisky moist plants. You don't know me, Candy. I've had nothing but the best experience from the co-op. Michael, you are correct. Moist. I probably did say moist, didn't I? They were wet. Okay? I don't know if that's any better. Really? Turbofish is in the house. What up, Turbofish? What up? Welcome. I'm glad you made it, man. We've got 5 minutes until Steamfod Aquatics goes live, and I'm gonna go over to Bob's stream, and I want all you guys to go over to Bob's stream. And I got 2 shrimp videos coming out this week. Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m. is whenever I put all my videos up, and then I'll be back here Saturday night again, next Saturday at 8 p.m. And I appreciate everybody that came in here tonight. Man, thanks a lot, guys. It was sweet. I had the superstars. I'll have to rename this one All the Fish Fam Superstars were in the house tonight. Smoked corn brisket. He texted me so hard. Fighting again. I think Bob's going to be a good stream. It's going to be an all-out brawl. We will have the chat rolling. We will like it. We will share it. And we'll make it the best stream ever. 2 times. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. We'll see you all over at Bob's channel here in a few. And thank you to everyone who came out tonight. It really means a lot to me. And hopefully we see you all again soon. And hopefully we'll see you all again next Saturday night at 8 p.m. And we'll see you all in a few minutes if you meet me over at Bob's stream. Peace out.